We're highlighting common application methods for when applying rally stripes to a vehicle hood surface. Graphic type, Rally Stripe Kit, featuring ORACAL 851 Sparkling Glitter Metallic with ORATAPE HT55 high-tack paper application tape. Application method. We'll be installing this using a dry application with a hinge method. There are many ways to approach an application like this. Some installers may freestyle this and utilize a product like WrapCut. Some installers may have the software and equipment to produce these kits with extreme accuracy using a vinyl plotter. Or maybe you purchased a DIY rally stripe kit online and you're going to tackle this install yourself. We'll be highlighting 3 different installation methods, assuming you received a kit with a standard, permanent, non-Aerogress solvent-based adhesive. Episode 1 will feature a graphic stripe set being installed with application tape using a wet application method. In Episode 2, we'll be installing a graphic stripe set utilizing application tape using a dry application hinge method. And in Episode 3, we'll be installing the graphic stripe set without application tape using a wet application method. The featured graphics are produced using ORACAL 851 Sparkling Glitter Metallic, which is a 3 to 4 mil premium PVC cast plotter film with permanent solvent-based adhesive. This series is available in a variety of colors and offer a dynamic heavy glitter or frost-like metallic finish. ORACAL 851 should be plotted using a 30-degree or 45-degree blade, and don't forget to run a plot test to ensure proper cut depth. Like all other ORACAL plotter films, ORACAL 851 is easy to weed. The application tape featured is ORATAPE HT55, a high-tack translucent paper application tape formulated to perform with all gloss and matte finish ORACAL plotter films. We'll be installing rally stripes to the hood of a Dodge Durango Hellcat. Prior to install, acclimate the vehicle inside a climate-controlled space, and do not attempt this application on a warm or hot vehicle surface. The ideal surface temperature should be between 55 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Clean the vehicle surface with a basic soap and water solution, followed by a wipe down using isopropyl alcohol. Do not attempt to apply graphics over wax or ceramic coatings. We are ready to install. We will be using a dry application method with graphics containing application tape. Begin by dry fitting and registering the graphics to ensure they will fit. Use a ruler or tape measure along with strips of masking tape to ensure proper placement during installation. Apply longer strips of masking tape across the center of the graphic. This will be used to activate the hinge application method. Using a grease pencil or a dry erase marker, place strategic registration marks around the perimeter of the stripes. These marks will span from the graphic onto the vehicle surface and used to ensure accurate placement during the install. Lift up the top portion of the graphic, peel back the release liner, lay the graphic back with the exposed adhesive facing the ceiling. Trim away the exposed release liner and discard. Wipe away any of the debris or dust that may have landed on the vehicle surface with a clean rag. Begin applying the graphic using an application squeegee. It's very important to overlap squeegee strokes during this process to minimize the occurrence of large air bubbles. Once the top portion of the graphic is applied, peel away the masking tape that was used to create the hinge. Then flip the graphic back and wipe away any dust or debris from the vehicle surface with a clean rag. While the graphic is flipped back, peel away a portion of the remaining release liner towards the front of the hood, about halfway. Elevate the exposed adhesive not to touch the vehicle surface. While elevating the graphic, begin squeegeeing with overlapping strokes over the area that was previously applied, transitioning toward the front of the hood. It's very important to overlap the squeegee strokes to minimize the potential for large air bubbles getting trapped underneath the material. Once you've applied the bulk of the stripe, keep the remaining graphic elevated above the hood while peeling away the remainder of the release liner. Use the registration marks previously created to place the remainder of the graphic into place. Begin applying squeegee pressure and follow the contour of the graphic to begin locking it into place. Avoid wrinkles and bubbles by not trying to squeegee too much of the material at one time. If installed properly, all the registration lines created prior to application should connect from the graphic to the vehicle surface. Repeat these same steps for the second stripe. Once the initial installation is complete, apply finger or squeegee pressure to the back edge of the graphic and then trim away the excess material. Begin slowly peeling away the top layer of the application tape from the graphic stripe at a 180-degree angle. Now inspect the graphic and identify any areas that still need to be applied, and slowly contour the material into place with your squeegee. If the material appears to be wrinkled or become distorted, apply heat to shrink or correct the material. Now the material is ready to be contoured into place with the application squeegee, keeping a flush straight line consistent with the rest of the graphic. Continue to inspect the graphic, applying finger pressure with a wrap glove to secure the edges of the graphic to the vehicle contours. Repeat these steps for the second stripe. It's not uncommon to notice small bubbles that were most likely transferred to the graphic from the application tape, or an area where you didn't quite overlap your squeegee strokes. Don't worry, these can be poked and pressed away. Use an air egress tool or a safety pin to poke a hole at the base of the bubble and push the air out through the hole. Do not use a blade to poke the hole, as this will create a slit and eventually cause the material to crack over time. Additionally, don't worry about trying to remove any tiny carbonation-sized bubbles, as these will disappear once the vehicle is exposed to natural heat and sunlight for a few days. Next, make sure the material is contoured to the front radius of the hood. Trim the excess material away with a straight or slightly open cut angle, using the baseline of the hood as a straight edge. After each cut, apply finger pressure with your wrap glove to lock the material onto the radius edge of the hood. It's very important to go over the edges of the graphic with a heat gun, and then apply pressure with your wrap glove or your squeegee. Work over the entire graphic with the heat gun to thoroughly post-heat and soften the adhesive and begin the anchoring process. Spray the graphic and the hood with a mild soap and water mixture. Use a clean cloth or rag and begin wiping away the registration marks and any fingerprints that may be present on the vehicle or the graphic surface. Great job! You've successfully completed the install. Now allow the vehicle to set up inside for at least 24 hours prior to sending it outdoors to the elements.